Welcome to Different Strokes. This is Alina Khan from Dare to Compete, and today we have Vibhuti Singhania from IIT Kharagpur with us. One of the 7 national finalists of Optum Stratethon, she is here to represent Team Deciphers. Let us hear about her journey. Hi Vibhuti.
Hi Alina.
So beginning with the first question, tell us something about yourself. What is your background and how did you land in engineering?
So I'm from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. I've been born and brought up in Raipur ever since. And after completing my 12th, I started preparing for IIT JEE, and I got inspiration from one of my cousin brothers who was studying in IIT Bombay. So I really wanted to study in an IIT, and so I worked hard for it, and I joined IIT Kharagpur in 2016. And I'm in my 4th year now, and 1 more year to go as I'm enrolled in a dual degree course.
You say that you joined in 2016, right? So that means you dropped a year.
Yeah.
Where were you in this drop year?
So I was in Quota, Rajasthan, preparing for the IIT JEE.
So you're one of those Quota people, the Quota factory.
Yeah, that's true.
So how has your journey been like? What has your preparation journey been like?
It was like a normal student studying in Quota. Everyone there is competing for that IIT JEE tag or the exams, then figuring out how to crack it and study for it. So yeah, I was there with one of my other friend from Raipur as well. So we were both in side-by-side rooms and discussing doubts and studying collectively. So yeah, I made a nice bunch of friends from there, and now all of them are in different IITs. So we all had a great group discussion time. We also had a little fun time. So yeah, it was nice preparing for it.
So you're one of the toppers then?
No, in IIT everyone is the topper, so you cannot say that.
So numerous students go to Quota, but only a few get through. So what was that one special thing about you that you think helped you pave your way into IIT?
Mostly, I don't know about a lot of students, but some of the students who are even forced by their parents or any other factor, and they're not really interested in why are they preparing for the exam. The one thing was my parents never forced me to pursue any degree or any branch I want to select. It was my decision to go to Quota, and they fully supported me with it, and that's why I think that was the best decision for me.
So you say that you do not have pressure from your parents about the branch. Coming on to branch now, what branch are you pursuing your engineering in?
Currently I am in chemical engineering.
So being from a chemical engineering background and participating in a data science competition, what has been it? What was that like? How were you so intrigued by this field that you decided to jump into this and participate in a competition altogether?
So it was my friends, we actually decided to register for this competition. Being in Kharagpur, data science has become the most popular thing on campus, and everyone wants to know about it, read about it. And so I was interested in mathematics from the very beginning, and that's why I'm also pursuing a minor degree in mathematics and computing department. So that's one thing why I started gaining interest in statistics, and when I explored more about it, I got to know that data science and machine learning is just advanced statistics. So when my friends said, let's take part into this competition, I said, yeah, we all can put our efforts into it, brainstorm, and then we'll come up with a solution. So we participated in it.
So yours is a 3-member team, and you are from chemical engineering. So are the other 2 from chemical engineering as well?
No. My other team member, Shruti, she is from economics, and Prateek, he is from electronics and communications engineering.
That is a very diverse team. How did you come across these teammates?
Both of them are my best friends, so from the very first year we've been together.
Okay.
First year you don't have a division as such, you are in the same section.
Yes.
So one of my friend was in my section and the other was my roommate, Shruti.
So you guys have been friends
since the first year of college, yeah.
So let's tell us something about your journey of preparation. How was it? You have prepared for 2 consecutive years. That was once in class 12 and then in the drop year. What was different in the drop year, and what made you reach IIT?
The difference was, I think it was the environment that Quota creates for you. Like when you're in home, even then when you're preparing for it, you get deviated because there are certain factors. You have friends in your, you can have friends there as well, that's not what I'm saying. But with what you go into Quota is with a motive that I only have to study and I have to crack it. So that's the environment, and everyone around you is studying there. When you're in home, you're the only kid studying. So sometimes you get bored, sometimes you're not able to concentrate, but there and everyone is studying, you gain motivation from other people, and then you study more harder.
So you believe that Quota has been a major, has played a major role in helping you reach IIT then?
Yeah, a part of it. Yeah, you need extra efforts as well. That's true. But yeah, Quota has been a significant part of my journey.
So what were your strong and weak subjects? Like there is always a favorite subject one has, and if you're choosing PCM and if you do not have any one of these as your favorites, it gets really difficult to stay in that course and study these.
Yeah. So maths was my favorite subject, but chemistry was scoring. So these two are the subjects in which I scored much, and physics was my weakest subject.
So how do you think you nailed physics then? Because for getting into JEE and clearing it with flying colors, you need to be good in physics as well.
Yeah, just good enough so that I could cross the border to get into it. That's it. That's what I would say. My most of the score was made up of physics, was made up of chemistry and maths, and physics was just, you know, there's a minimum marks requirement to clear in all the subjects, so I studied physics only that much.
You do not give much attention to physics then?
Yeah, because initially I did not liked it or so, and then I thought if I have two strong subjects, let me put in more effort into them, because if I have only 1 year left, and if I start putting effort into one of my weakest subject, I might lose these two subjects as well. So I focused on those two. And
so do you think this was your strategy of reaching IIT, or is it just something that worked for you by chance?
yeah, I think this is what most people do. I mean, there are very few people who have all the three subjects as the strongest subject. Those are the top 100 or top 50 people. The rest of them will have or might have one other subject which is weak. So yeah, this is the strategy of most of the people preparing for IIT JEE.
Okay. So let's talk about the competition now, coming all the way down to Hyderabad. How has your experience been? What is it like sitting here, having given your presentation, waiting for the results? What is it like?
I'm anxiously waiting for the results now. It was really nice presenting in front of a great audience and the jury. The jury was so supportive of all our presentations. Even there was a timer set. The jury was cooperative to listen to you even after the timer bell rang and everything. Even with the technical glitches, they judged you unbiasedly. So that was a really great experience presenting here.
So are you nervous more because you're the only one representing from the team Deciphers?
I was nervous in the beginning, but the other two of my teammates, they grilled me enough so that I was confident to present here in front of this audience. They had prepared me well enough, asked me questions, and they were my audience at the time I was preparing. So yeah, those two really put in a lot of effort and time just before their exams. So yeah, it was a complete team effort.
So how long did you prepare for the competition?
So initially when it started from the first round, it's been after the problem statement it was like 15 days, and after selecting the top 7 teams it was 3 to 4 days before coming to Hyderabad.
Okay.
So those 3 to 4 days were the actual grilling part of us, because we brainstorming and building a website, because we did not had one.
So was the website built by you then?
All three of us did all the work. I mean, it could not have been done by a single person, that's for sure.
Who do you think was a tough competitor for you then? Which team proved to be a tough competitor?
I don't know. I cannot name one. I have seen everyone's presentation, and I think we're all almost equal. I don't know how did the judges really judge us.
Did you have a winning strategy in mind before you came here?
A winning strategy, I don't know, but yeah, we had planned our presentation that we will include this. Also, there was a mentor which was allotted from Optum to us. So he guided us that they were focusing specifically on how it should be a business presentation rather than a machine learning problem which you had solved. I mean, we had to talk about the business aspects about it. So we had really discussed about the SWOT analysis, and while preparing the presentation, all the three of us were discussing that we think that none of the teams might have done the SWOT analysis, and this is going to make a difference in the presentation for us. And yeah, it really was, because no other team did it.
Okay, so you did have an upper hand over the others then.
I don't know, but if that was the judging criteria, then yes.
So was this your first corporate competition that you are participating in?
Yes, coming here and presenting was the first of my experiences. Yeah.
It must have been really intriguing and enthralling all this while.
Yeah, it was definitely a great learning experience as well.
Okay. There was this one particular glitch, that technical glitch, that your laptop stopped working and then you were like, okay, I'll get it fixed. But you did not get nervous even for a minute. And you stood by it all the while and you were like, okay, I can do it, I can make it through. What was going on during that point of time?
It was sort of, because we've already thought this through. Like, when you're presenting and when there's this D-Day and when you're so well prepared for a competition, such errors always occur. So my teammates and we'd all discussed with a backup plan that we will prepare a video. In the worst case, if nothing works, we'll show a video demo of our prototype. So I had that in my laptop as well as a pen drive. So my laptop stopped working at that point of time. So I quickly ran and got the pen drive from my bag, and then we played the video demo.
All the best for this competition and for the many more that I'm sure that you will be participating in. All the best, Vibhuti. It was very nice talking to you.
Same here.